What up, though?
What up, Reg? What's happening? Man, what you got going, bro? What you drinking on? Your
I'm
hat
drinking
match
on a
your
little bit of
shirt.
that.
Your hat
You know my
match your
wife look
shirt.
out for me, man. She got
Look. Your earplugs match your hat. Your cup match your man. God, Lee, Reg, what's going on, baby?
Hey, I'm just trying to put it together, man. Trying to put it
Trying to put
together.
it
I'm
together.
fresh off vacation. Two
Yup,
2 days off vacation, went straight back to work. So, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty chipper.
absolutely, man. And I hit you up talking about some trying to get on the pod, man. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
And what and my thing is this here, you talking about me, you ain't at the crib. Where you at?
Man, I'm just ducked off a little bit. Nah. Let me stop. I'm in Dallas, man. You know my boy
Okay.
Brooks, right? You know my boy John Brooks. He's
Yeah.
hosting events.
John
He's
Brooks.
hosting events all over the U.S. He has, I think it's his mother-in-law has a big birthday, 80th, 75th, or something like that. So he stayed back in KC
Okay.
to take care of that with the wife. And man, just called me and said, man, that I want to get, I need to get up here, I need to get down to Dallas and run the tournament for him. So I said, man, it's all good.
You
Looking
holding
forward,
it
look
down. I
forward
mean,
to it.
it's
Yeah,
you just a
yeah,
phone call away.
man, yeah,
You
man. I've
just a
been looking
phone call
forward.
away. You holding it
I've
down. It
been
ain't
look,
like you ain't got the experience.
No doubt, no doubt. You know what though, Rich? I've been really trying to get back into the space, just trying to find the time. And man, shoot, now that I got this kid situated up there in Lincoln, and then just got things kind of locked in. Now I can start concentrating on things I want
Right.
to do, man. Matter of fact, I got something big that's coming up for the city of
Okay.
Little Rock, for the state of Arkansas, man. So not ready to share that just yet, but yeah, this
I
is
was
gonna be
just about
something new,
look.
something
I was
innovative.
just about to give you a drum roll. You say you ain't ready to share that yet, huh?
I hear you. What? Hey man, you got all the technology, huh? You got the technology in
You
this
ain't ready
piece
to
now,
share
huh?
that one, huh?
Cat got 37 buttons. Nah,
hmm
man. We still
I
working
got
out
some
some
stuff.
details. We're still working out some details. When it do hit, it's gonna hit, right? Like I said, this is one of the ones that I'm really excited about, really excited to bring to the state of Arkansas. I really think people are gonna like it. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear, Jay. Because here's the thing about it: we know, when I say we, myself, and anybody that is around the game of basketball, know what you've contributed to the not only the Central Little Rock area but the state, as
Yeah.
far as putting on top of the line events. You know what I'm saying? Top notch events. You know what I'm saying? And growing, jamming from a smaller tournament to one of the biggest ones in the nation. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So we know what you're capable of, and it sounds like you got something on the back burner. You sound like you got something cooking. Can you
Man, I
smell what
got
the
some.
rock is cooking?
Man, I got some energy back, man. That conversation with Nigel, he made some really good points, man. He gave me some really big compliments. And while we were in the moment, you just like, nah, man, it's about you. But
Right.
as time went on, you started to think about it. You're like, man, yeah, we've done some really good stuff around here, man. And then so just got back early this week from taking that kid, well, going up to Lincoln to visit with Jacob and kind of, be in his
Yeah.
space. Also, man, getting a chance to see them practice and do some different things, man.
How was that?
Once
How was that?
you'll see. Nah, man, he's it's it's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. And I don't want to get out too out in front of it, because
Right.
it's about being on the floor. But man, they're going live now. They did all the implementation, did all the stuff they needed to do in terms of getting guys into the system, learning the things. That's what they do the first 3 4 weeks. It ain't even about competing. It's just about learning what they're doing. And so now that that's happened, now they're starting to compete. And man, I'm getting some reports back, man, that speak, really highly of the kid. I'm trying to stay, even keel, not get too excited, you know what I'm saying? But he has a chance to
Yeah.
be really special. He has a chance to be really special.
I, I've read a couple things, brother. I mean, you
Yeah,
being humble and modest, and I,
yeah,
and I I understand that from a dad's perspective, so forth and so on. But I mean, I've read some things, I've seen some things, and I mean, and I'm talking about things from his own teammates. I
Yeah,
mean, veteran players that are already on the team saying some really, really positive things about that young fellow, you know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
sounds like he's really, really embracing uh, the college life, being on campus, uh, operating himself, you know what I'm saying, as a future pro, and really, really putting some things together where he's looking like somebody that's gonna make some noise if he go ahead and put everything together. I'm gonna go ahead and
yeah,
say it. Unc gonna go ahead
and
and
that,
say it. I can
yeah,
see
and
it, and I've heard some
that's
stuff.
that's the part of it, man. First, you got to earn respect, gain respect from your peers, right? The young man you talking about is Kel Jacobson, man. Kel's beautiful, man. I love Kel. You know, he's fifth year senior. He's been around. He know
Right,
what's going on up there, right? Matter of fact, Jacob's locker is right next to Kel's, and so Kel's one of those guys,
right.
man. That man, he gonna go at you, but man, he gonna love on you. He gonna teach you, and so Jacob's gotten a chance to really learn from dude. Man, and he showed a lot of love, man. It's a lot of love up there. It's not a lot of, you know, you know how it can be sometimes, man, with guys when we're all hunting for certain spots. It's 15
Right, right.
players and you searching, you hunting for 10 spots, you know, and the rotation is normally 8 or 9, 9 at the most, 10 at the most. So you're fighting for these spots. So at the
Yep.
beginning of it, it's about earning respect of your teammates, busting your ass, working your tail off, and for all everybody, every single person that I talked to up there, has just spoken really highly of that kid. And I've even got a chance to see some practices and see some stuff, man. So man, like I said, got a chance to meet with Fred Hoiberg. He's yeah.
Well,
So enough.
here's the thing that I'd share. Here's the thing that I would share is that when you're talking about a young person, when you're talking about a freshman, and you hear things like plays hard,
Yep,
plays with a edge, rebounds,
yep,
hustle plays, things that get you on the floor. And
yep,
those are the
yep,
things that I heard the most out of, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that I read, a couple of different interviews and stuff that I got an opportunity to listen to. And any young person that's listening to this show can hopefully take something from it.
yeah,
You I mean, effort and being an effort guy can definitely get you on the floor. Just being an effort guy. There's plenty of effort guys that's making millions of
yeah.
dollars in the NBA for being
Well,
just
Reg,
effort guys.
Reg, what I think people get mixed up is, man, you go to school and you think you're gonna be able to do the things you did in high school, right? Immediately, and that ain't happening, right? My communication with my kid, because I be honest, Reg, they got him playing the point, right? I've been saying
Yeah,
it for a number of
yeah.
years. He a point guard. He got some
You
point
have
guard
been.
stuff to him, and a lot of people
You
will
have
look,
been.
man, blank, blank, blank. But hey, it is what it is. So 90% of the possessions, he on the ball, right, making
Yeah,
decisions and being really
yeah.
active. He's leading the team right now, from what I'm hearing, and rebounding. During the live moments, and shooting 40 from the three. Man, again, this is all preseason. We got to see him matriculate
Yep.
to the floor preseason and stuff like that. But from the horse's mouth, man, he said, man, this kid is better than I thought he was, right? So I'm excited about where he is. Also, just telling him, man, we ain't done shit yet. We ain't done nothing yet.
Right.
Keep going, keep going. They
When
ain't
the
seen
when
half of what you can do.
when the schedule coming out, Jay?
I don't know that particular, but they have individual dates out. You can kind of piece together the schedule, probably missing a game or two, just going on their social media. I know their first game is in like October, late October. They're going to BYU to play exhibition game.
Right.
So you'll get a chance to see some of that, man. And then, they're in the Big Ten, man. So it's I,
It's a
I
gauntlet.
I don't know a conference
It's a
better,
gauntlet.
right? I don't know a conference better.
Right.
In respect to the SEC, but I don't know a conference better.
Yeah, it's definitely a gauntlet and
Well,
a
let's move forward,
very,
man. I
very
appreciate the
physical.
love. I appreciate the love for the kid, but man, we got a lot of stuff we got to talk about. When it's time to talk about my kid, we're gonna talk about him. But man, it's a lot of local
Absolutely.
stuff going on. It's a lot of stuff going on nationally that we need to get on.
Absolutely. And Jay, you hit the nail right on the head. Some local stuff,
Yep.
but I mean, it went down in Las Vegas, but definitely had a local flavor to it.
Yeah,
Um, I was out in Vegas and I did not get an opportunity to check this out because I got there a day late. But I mean, the buzz was in the city.
yep,
Archie versus Nas. What you
man.
think about that, Jay? Man,
Man, that I got a lot of feelings behind it. Please don't get
yeah,
it twisted, man. You know, man, Archie's one of those kids, man. I say kids, he's a grown man now, so forgive me. There's no disrespect, but man,
right,
he's been around, Little Rock, and we've all got a chance to see him grow up, right? And so,
yeah,
being a big
absolutely,
fan of his, as a person, man, I was excited to see him. I wasn't necessarily excited to see him in that particular type of event,
yeah,
but I get it. You get called out now, what's up, right? And so now, you get pulled in, and it is what it is. I got some thoughts and feelings behind it. My number one wasn't was whether he won or lost. My things was, man, what did you have to gain from that?
right,
Right,
right.
right. And so that's where most of my stuff comes from. Is like, man, what do you have to gain from playing? Oh boy, So talk to me, Reg. You were there.
I
What's
mean,
your thoughts, man?
like I say, the buzz was in the city. The buzz was
Yeah.
in the city. I actually had my Arkansas stuff on one of those nights, and a couple people ran into me, and they had something to say about the Archie Nas thing or whatever. But I would
Yeah,
tell them straight up, I'm gonna ride with the home team. I'm
man,
gonna
come on.
ride with the home team. I was riding with the home team the whole way. But my only thing with that particular situation was this: yes, Archie was hands down the more talented player in the event. But when you step into that realm
Yeah,
with that gentleman in his arena, when I say his arena, like that's his specialty: one on one, fouling, hacking, prison freaking basketball. You because basically that's what it turned into in the second
yeah,
half was prison basketball. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I'm not being disparaging saying he went to prison or anything like that. Don't want to get twisted like that. But the game became more physical and just simply just became a hack fest.
yeah,
Because Archie
yeah.
went into the halftime up 17-9.
Let me ask you this, man. Why don't I think Regs they should do it? It should be 3 games. If I'm doing that, it should be 3 games. It should be first round one, round
Them
two,
guys
round
couldn't
three.
last 3 games, Jay. They can't
Well,
they can't
15
last.
go
You saying
go to
you saying a series.
yeah, like in tennis, or even go to
Okay.
10 because they go to 30. They go to 30,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
so why not make it like game to 15? You win the first game, that's one. So you got to win 2 out of 3. That way you get
The
a
way those
small break
guys
in between.
okay. I'm
You get a
listening to you.
small
I'm
break in
listening to you.
between, and you can get the 15. And now it's an endurance thing. Maybe you got one timeout or something like that during it. Um, but now, because 30 is hard to get to. 30 is hard to get to. And that's not my beef with the thing. I'm just trying to find out more efficient way to do it because like you said, because once it gets to 22, 24, 26, cats are gassed.
Yeah.
And now it's just, like you said, it's
Yeah.
just a foul fest. This is a foul fest.
It's
I
a
think
foul fest.
if you got 15, it's a little bit more structure to it. And you got to
Yeah.
win. You can win the first one and lose the second one. And then now it's the last one. You got to win.
But I think in a situation like that, if you get to game 3, you lose the polish of the game because
Okay.
guys are just trying to make it to the finish line, and
Okay.
the game has been so physical up until that point, and you get to game 3, you got fervor and you got energy in game 1, you still got a little pop in game 2. By game 3, if you go in best 2 out of 3 and you get to game 3, it's the survival of the fittest. You know what I'm
Respect.
saying? And
Respect.
I
And then it
think,
goes back to the, like you said, the jailhouse basketball or whatever.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it's
Yeah. I
just
get you.
jailhouse basketball. And
Yeah.
like I said, I just think it's just one of those things where the guy that's been doing that the longest, it would be no different than Nasir Core trying to go overseas and play Archie's team. Put him a team
Yeah.
together and play Archie's team. And Archie's
Yeah.
the man. It,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be no different because he's not in that realm. That's not his realm. That one-on-one stuff, Nasir Core, he plays it. I mean, them guys play that every day, bro. That's what
Yeah,
they do. That's what they do. They learn angles. They learn little intricate things about the game. You know what I'm saying? They paying attention to the score. They paying attention to everything. Little moves. I mean, they working on one moves. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
I just like I said, I rolled with the home team the whole way. I got a feeling that more than likely because it's gotten so much buzz, and because the game was close, and again, like I said, Nasir Core just kind of did some did some crafty things at the end to get the dub. I think they rematch. I mean,
You
Archie,
think
I've seen
so?
some things out there where Archie, yeah, I've seen some
Yeah.
things out there where Archie is challenged 100K.
Yeah, man,
So, so
I'm like this, Reg. Going back to what I was saying with I don't know what he has to win out of it, other than the competition part of it, in which we all are
yeah,
competitors, right? You know, this
right,
basketball thing, rapping, all that stuff is a competition type thing. You know, I just
right,
it's built to where he's probably. And now I'm not gonna say they cheated. I didn't even see the whole game. I didn't see the thing. I've
yeah,
seen like little bitty clips of it. So
right.
it makes sense for him to lose because
Well,
that's
he's the
good for
poster boy.
business.
Nasir
Yeah,
Core is the
it's
post is the, he's the poster boy for Baller's Life. Of course, they want him to win. He's
yeah,
the
that's what I'm
poster
saying.
boy for for that
It's good
particular
for
realm.
business. It's good for
Yeah,
business, and then it's like a perfect storm because I've seen Archie, like man, Curtis White, White Curtis White has I know man, it's late night man, I can't even speak,
right, right.
but
Open
Curtis
runs
has
at White's gym.
yeah man, and with my kid Jacob, we'll go up there and they'll compete. And I've seen, Archie is a competitor, man. He's a fierce competitor. I've seen him. I mean, like
Absolutely.
he ain't gonna let it go. He's not gonna let it
No.
go. And but that's just how he's built. That's how he's built.
Yeah.
That's who he is. Once he believes in something, he's really, really passionate about it. And it'll take 15 guys to talk him down.
Right.
And I'm
Right.
not saying that's a bad thing. That's just how he's built, man. To get the success that he's had to be that way, right? All the major stars are competitive in that field. I
All the
hate the
more
way.
reason why I think he challenges him again, and he's hoping. I mean, they're trying to work something out to where they play again. Because
Yeah,
basically for what you're saying, because Archie is such a competitor.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna want to run that back. He's gonna want to
yeah,
get an
yeah.
opportunity to at least run that back one more time.
Yeah, yeah, nah, man.
You know,
And that's the thing, because that one's going to be well seen. It's going to be well published. I could care less whether he wins or loses. That doesn't take away from who I know he is. Archie's
right,
probably one of the top 10, yeah, you can even say five players that ever come out of Arkansas, right?
right,
McDonald's
right.
All-American, Gatorade Player of the Year. All those things can't be changed.
First
I
round
hate
draft
it.
pick.
Yeah, yeah. I remember his draft night. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting
Yeah,
there, just wanting the good vibes for the young man. I
right.
just, man, I'm gonna just be honest. It broke my heart to see some of the stuff that was going on, man. Just the words and just the things. And I remember watching him, just on the internet talking about, let's why y'all don't like me, and that's one of the things that's just hard about Arkansas, right? Sometimes, man,
Well,
it's so crabs in a barrel. Go ahead.
Jason, it's just one of them things. If you got something negative to say about that particular situation, then you was always hating on that kid. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just it's
yeah,
just it's just a hating nature and when you say it, you make a good point. I mean, it's a hating nature of some people in this area, which is
yeah.
sad because 99% of the people in the state could never touch Archie, could never touch the thing that he's done in this state.
99.5. Yeah, 99.5.
99.5.
Well, that's one of
So
the
if you
things that
say
people got.
anything negative,
Yeah,
you just hate.
yeah. One of the things, and I don't mind critiquing, right? I think there's space for critiquing. I
Yeah,
can have an opinion, but
absolutely.
is it valid? Why? What do we gain from it? And just seeing that young man online, with just some of that, is just like, man, damn, I hate that he got to feel this, even though we know, like, man, there's shit. Yeah, you feel that, especially when you're doing some stuff that other people don't do or haven't done
Right.
or haven't got the access to do it.
Right.
you walk by, even with this show, man, and I ain't, I ain't on that, but sometimes I have an opinion and I'll
Yeah.
go into a public space and I can feel the energy of people.
The
And it's
energy is
like,
different.
yeah, like what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know I ain't never got on here just down nobody. Now,
Right, 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 right.
there can only be one person that's number one, or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So you just look
Everybody
at
can't
it
be
on
number
some,
one.
yeah, you just look at it like, damn, bro, we can talk, you know what I'm saying? But you rolling your eyes. One thing, I can't deal with a grown man rolling his eyes, but it is what it is. But yeah, nah, man,
A
I'm
grown
excited.
man rolling his
Man,
eyes.
I'm
Come
talking
on,
about big
bro.
old 250, like,
Come
dude.
on now, dog. Come on now, dog.
But hell, you
Come
were
on now,
there, but
dog.
we ain't gonna bring it up. Uh, but nah, man. I just what I'm hoping for Archie, man, is his people wrapped their arms around him, and not that he needs it. I know he a lion, man, and I hope he
Yeah,
don't see this and
yeah,
get insulted. But man, there's a lot of love, man. It just so happens
yeah.
that the people that that
I think it was a
are
lot more love than it was hate. It's just the people love
there,
to
you go.
hate, Jay. I
Well,
think it was
and
a
the
lot
people.
more love for Archie in that situation and a lot more people pulling for him than it was people that weren't pulling for him.
That's right. And then also too, it could be 10 people saying good shit, and then that one person is the loudest. Right.
There
And I
you go.
think that's what happened is the people that were saying the not so good was the loudest. And that's one thing about when you're in this public space. But when you're doing some shit that's just
Right,
amazing, which is only how
right.
many people they say play in the NBA? 5,000 ever?
There
5,000
you go.
people?
There you
When
go.
you're one of those people, you're gonna deal with things that just the regular person
Because he can
hadn't dealt
always
with.
pop his shit. He can always pop his shit and say, hey, I played at
Always,
Kentucky. Hey,
always,
I was a
always,
first round draft pick. I was a
always.
19-year-old first
Always.
round draft pick.
Yeah. Yeah. From right here at the
You get what I'm
crib.
saying?
From right
Yeah,
here at the
exactly.
crib.
When you was 19 years old, what the was you doing? I was playing against grown men in the NBA.
Yeah.
He could
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
pop his shit.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So he ain't got
Still
nothing to,
doing
and
still doing it at a high level, but you feel like, man, you gotta defend yourself. And I hate that
yeah,
he
that's
feels
real.
like he has to defend himself because now you're going through that publicly, and then just some of the stuff, man. It's just like, man, thoughts and prayers, man. Love you. I can't wait to
Yeah,
see you at Curtis White Gym, man. But know that, man, there's love in this state, man. It's just,
yeah. He don't
sometimes
he don't
that
have
other
nothing to
shit be
hang his
loud.
head on.
No doubt, no
Nothing to hang
doubt.
his head on. He represented the
Let
state real well, real well.
let mine do something special, man. I'm gonna pop my shit. That's why I say now
That's right.
we ain't
Stick your
got
chest out.
we ain't got to talk too much about it now. It's just it's percolating. But yeah, Archie, we
Stick
love you.
your
We rock
chest
with you.
out.
We rock with you, Chief.
Jason,
Talk to me.
let's stay local, man. Cause I mean this one here kind of really shocked me.
Yeah,
Kind of came out of left field. Did not
yeah,
see it coming. But we had Coach Mona on a few weeks ago when she was newly hired as the new coach at Southwest High School.
yeah.
Looks like
Shout out
North Little
Mona.
Rock boys. Yeah, shout out Mona.
Yeah.
Looks like North Little Rock boys got a new coach, completely out
Yes,
of
they
left
did.
field.
Yes, they did. Well,
Coach Money Patel.
yeah, we knew it was going to be an opening. We knew it was an opening. We just didn't
Yes,
know who it was
absolutely,
going to be. I had
absolutely.
heard multiple names that would have shocked some stuff, but
Yeah,
to see Monty get it
out of
is
out of
like,
state name, out of state cat.
yeah. But to see Monty get it, you like, oh shit, here we go,
Hmm.
here we go.
Yeah.
And so, nah, man. Tell me what's your thoughts, man?
So
You've
here's the,
officiated.
here's the thing. I've literally had a conversation today. I had 2 or 3 conversations last week when it came down. Just because people, for some reason, other people just call me like I be knowing. I like I'm in the
You
know.
do be knowing. You Reggie with the T.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
You be
so
knowing.
they be calling like I be knowing, and I have some inside information, but I feel like I do a good job of keeping stuff close to the vest because I don't want
Yeah,
to I don't want to rain on nobody's parade. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
As far as when news and stuff like that comes out, I will say this here: Monty Patel is one hell of a coach. He
Absolutely.
can coach the game of basketball. And I'll
Absolutely.
tell anybody that. You get what I'm saying? So there's going to be some resistance, in my opinion, just because North Little Rock is a very, very close knit community. They ride for their own.
Yeah.
There was a few things that went down with the previous coach, the previous assistant coaches, and that sort of thing. So it's going to be some people that's going to have some alliance. But I'll say this: I'm gonna go on record and just let you all let people know. As far as an X and O coach, getting kids to play hard, outworking. When I say, and Jason, you can attest to this,
Yeah.
outworking, film, scouting, so forth and so on. You ain't gonna have no better than that. He
No,
gonna do
you're
the
not.
work. He gonna he
You're
gonna
not.
do the work.
Yeah. Man, Reg, I'll give you some inside info. Back,
Talk to me.
I think might have been my kid's ninth grade year,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, ninth or 10th grade year. One of the boys found a way to get a scouting report, right? um Maumelle was about to play Easton. And I already
Right.
known Monty. I had already known Monty.
Yep.
And so the boys end up finding a way to get something. I don't know. It's probably one of the seniors. Just I don't even know. But I remember
Yep.
putting my eyes on it, right? Putting my eyes on it just to see what it was. Of course,
Right.
I've coached at ULR, a couple years, did some stuff, seen some detailed scouting reports, seen how it's supposed to be done, right? Man,
You know what it's supposed to look like.
I got a hold of that scouting report and I said, oh shit, this guy's for real. This guy's for real. He had our players down the line, tendencies, had things that they do, which like where they like to go. I remember reading the thing on my boy. He said he's gonna jab, he's gonna ball fake every time he catches it. And that's something I taught him. You know what I'm saying? That's something we work on is, man, catch, get triple threat quickly, make your move, pivot, and go. Right. And so for him to
Right.
see certain things, it's like, he really paying attention. He had a staff that was really good, in terms of numbers. Man, every time I look over there, it was 5, 6 assistant coaches. Um, so one thing I do know about Monty is he's gonna prepare them boys, right? He's gonna get them going, man. He was a top five, when we were coming back to
Right.
possibly go over to East End in Jacob's 12th
Right.
grade
So
year.
you looked and
Decided,
you looked at that program is what you're saying.
yeah, yeah, exactly. I'm be honest. I'm gonna be honest, and I hope it doesn't, in no disrespect. I didn't know if he had enough talent at the time,
Right.
and but seeing what happened with the young boy Zion, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's class of
Uh-huh.
29,
Yep.
29 or 30.
Yeah, he got a
He'll be a
chance.
10th
He's got a
grade.
chance.
Yeah, yeah. So you start to see it, you're like, oh shit, Monty did have some talent. But nah, getting back to it, man, taking what he did with his talent and doing what he did in terms of beating some higher level teams, that wasn't a
Yeah.
fluke, right? And so now that
No.
he has the resources, man, he got a practice gym now. Got multiple practice gyms. At East End, he didn't have a practice gym, right? So now
Or
he
a
got a.
bus.
I didn't know that. Damn.
Yeah.
But
Or a
man, listen,
bus.
having talent. I'm hearing there's some possible kids leaving to come over. Blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah. And then with Elijah Bryant there, another D1, a D1 ball player.
Special
Um,
kid.
hey man, hey, you mess around, look up, Monty being won a couple rings in the next
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
Yeah. Because I mean, here's the thing about it. North Little Rock is going to always produce talent. I mean, it's just a talent rich
Oh, it's a
area.
hub. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's it's a talent rich area. So in my opinion, he landed on a gold mine. And
yep,
and I've heard some things. And here's the thing about it. I go back to this here. If anybody has any doubt that he didn't earn the opportunity to be the coach at North Little Rock High School, then you're foolish because he
okay,
works harder than most.
yeah, yeah,
95% of them, he's working harder than they are. And from what
yeah,
I
yeah,
hear, his presentation was top tier, Jay. His
yeah.
presentation when he interviewed was top tier. I'm not going to go into
I can see that.
detail,
I can see that.
but when you go into a situation and you interview, and you blow the people away, and you look up and it's a no brainer. Like, what are we talking about here? You
Yeah,
know, so he's gonna outwork a lot of coaches. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna outwork him, and he can X and O with the best of them. He gonna get the kids to play hard. They play an exciting style of ball. They get up and down the
exactly,
floor. They're
exactly.
gonna shoot
Yeah,
threes. They're gonna get downhill. They're gonna guard. These are things that kids want to do anyway.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
And then when you
And then
add some top tier athletes to that, doing what he wants to do can be special.
when
Can
you
be
got the
special.
you got the resources and you got the ability to think outside the box, right? Because he's not a I don't know Monty as a fusser, holler, screamer. He's a teacher,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
He's going to
He
dissect
work
you.
he works the officials, but he
Yeah, I
the
mean,
majority of
shit,
the
we all
time
gonna do that.
he's coaching. He works the officials. Let me just say that. He's a worker.
Is it so yeah, nah, and I think we agree on this, man. They got a great hire. You know, there are some other names
Yeah.
that would have been ooh wee, you know what I'm saying? But nah,
Ooh
that's
wee.
yeah, that's something else. Let me ask you this question real quick, Reg. Is North Little
Uh-huh.
Rock the best job, high school basketball job in the state?
On the
If
boys'
it's
side?
not, name one that's a better job. Not in terms of winning. I'm talking about if you go with resources, if you go with um the classification, if you go with tradition, if you go with who they have to, and I ain't talking about just all resources isn't all money. I'm talking about
Yeah.
practice facilities, things of that nature, and then also two resources in terms of players, because we all know North Little
Mm.
Rock is a hotbed for players, right? So is North Little Rock the best job in the state of Arkansas?
I'd have to say yeah. I'd have to say yeah for a lot of the things that you're saying, and again they're gonna have the financial resources as well. They
Hmm.
have their own uh 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 what they call a fundraising foundation
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
strictly
yeah,
for
yeah.
strictly for basketball.
Really? I didn't know
The
that.
Dogtown Foundation. My brother's on the freaking board.
Yeah, that's fly.
They have their own
Spider.
foundation. So here's the thing about it. You you're gonna get a lot of the best talent. The talent's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing about it. Not only will you get a transfer or two from
Yeah,
somewhere, you got a lot of in ingrown talent right there in the community.
that's right.
So you put that with one or two, you put that with a Moses Moody. I'm just using him. You put that with a Moses Moody, and you put that with the rest of what else is going on. You know what I'm
No,
saying? You got
just
an
put it with
Elijah
Elijah.
Bryant over there.
Just put it with Elijah Bryan. Take Moses out and
Put it
put
with Elijah
Elijah in
Bryant.
there, and then like you add pieces around that, and with a coach that's going to highlight what he does at a high level.
I would have to say yes. I mean, I think we both answered that question. You know what I'm saying on the boy side. I mean, you could even say on the girl side because a Hall of Fame coach just left and took the Arkansas Tech job, and I mean that that he left a cupboard bursting
Full.
with talent,
Yeah, 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 yeah. Full.
completely full.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
I look at stuff
completely
like that,
full.
man. I look at stuff like that, man. Just pay attention to the landscape. People can, you can easily say Central, or you can say Parkview, or you can say,
Right,
some of these other schools. But in terms
right.
of resources, or even, I don't want to exclude Northwest Arkansas because there's some really big programs.
I mean, that would be the
Jonesboro.
only thing I would think of. The Jonesboroughs and the
Yeah.
and the Northwest Arkansas teams would be in competition.
You're saying that North Little Rock is the best job, like that's the best job in Arkansas high school boys basketball.
When you say job, Jay, here's the thing. Here's the only thing that would make me say maybe not, because you're gonna have some guys that's coaching at places in Arkansas that's all they do is coach.
Yeah,
They ain't teaching nothing.
yeah,
You,
yeah,
you get what I'm
yeah,
saying? So
yeah,
when you
yeah,
say the
yeah,
best
yeah.
job,
Yeah.
might not necessarily be the best job because there's some jobs out there. Well, the guy, all he got to do is come out there at 2:30 with his clipboard and his whistle
And
and
have
coach
his game plan
basketball
together. Have his game plan.
and have his game plan together.
Hey,
You get what I'm
where
saying? He
coach
got
such and
nine
such?
assistant coaches over there.
Hey, hey, where coach such and such during lunchtime? We got lunch duty. No, he ain't got no lunch duties.
He looking at film.
Yeah, he driving up in his Range Rover.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nah, that's
So that
fly.
would be the only thing. That would be the only. That would be the only thing different. That you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
More than likely, Money's probably gonna have to teach a class or something like that, where you may have
yeah.
some other jobs where a coach is just there to coach. You know, he's
Excluding
just
like
the coach.
excluding private school, like the Little Rock Christians and the PAs and
Yeah,
stuff like that. Those I don't know all of the things that come into play with that. But in terms of public schools, North Little
yeah.
Rock has to be at least top two, top three.
Top two or three, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, he
I
messed
mean,
he messed around and
Coach Swift got his. Coach Swift got it. He got it. He got it. He got it pretty cush up there at Jonesboro. That's why.
Swift
I
a
mean,
legend. He's been
that's one of
around for years and years. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm talking about
because you
yeah,
got to believe a lot of those jobs that come open. Swift is approached and Swift ain't budged. He ain't budged. You know what I'm saying? You got to feel
yeah, yeah. Well,
he's probably one of
he's
the
been
first
around.
ones people call.
He's been around for so long, it'd probably be hard to leave. It'd be hard to
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
where you got your like we talked about with Mona, you got your seat and it's comfortable, ready, it's ready for you. You know what I'm saying? You know
There you
exactly what's
go.
going on. So, but yeah, nah, man,
There you go.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
But shout out to Money. We gotta get Money on the show, man. Want to just kind of see how that whole thing went down and that sort of thing. But congratulations, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, shout out to
I'll say
Myron
again,
Hurd.
brother.
Shout out to Myron Hurd for now. He's the now head coach over at East Stem. Man, hearing some good stuff, man. Hopefully, you take it and run with it, just like Monty was doing, man. Look forward to seeing you.
And shout out to that administration at East Stem because here's the thing about it. I think uh, one of the things that go slides under the radar is the coaches that have come through East
Yeah, that's
Stem
real. Yeah, that's real.
in the last 10 years. I mean, people forget Josh Hayes was the very first one on the boys' side to ever
Mm-hmm.
make it to the playoffs at
Mm-hmm.
East Stem.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Before he took the Whitehall job, and then he went on to Hot Springs and that sort of thing. And then you followed up with I think maybe another coach before Money, and then Money. Now you got Myron Hurd over there. So they breeding some coaches over there, and
They are.
um, Coach Howard won on the girls' side.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Coach
yeah, yeah,
Howard won
yeah.
a championship on the girls' side at East
Good
End.
stuff.
She did.
Well, listen,
She won a
Myron,
championship on
Myron,
the
you got
girls'
you
side
got
at
big
East End.
you got you got big shoes to fill, Chief. So let's rock and roll. What's
That's
next,
real.
Reg?
And you know it'll be interesting to see if Money will get away with 7 coaches over there with polo shirts on over there on the North Little Rock side. We'll see how
Hey,
that go.
I think they're gonna be just fine, man. I think he's gonna be just fine. I look forward to seeing them rock and roll. I still, man, Central with all the talent they got. I ain't giving no short to losses, man. I've even talked to some of the boys, man. Y'all better win the championship this year. They got too much talent, right? Got too much
Central
talent.
got it.
I
They
told,
loaded.
I told him, I said,
They
man, you better
loaded.
win it or I'm talking bad. I'm talking bad on the show. I love you, but I'm talking bad.
Yeah, they they loaded. I ran into Coach Ross at the airport
Hmm.
coming back from Las Vegas. We were on the same flight. He was out there to see CJ Camper play because CJ played at Central, and
Yeah.
he was playing on the
UTEP.
Phoenix Suns summer league
Yeah.
team. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, a
So
lot of talent in Little
that's
Rock,
love,
man.
man. That's
A lot
love.
of talent, I'm sorry, a lot of talent in Arkansas.
Absolutely. Yeah,
But go you talk
we
you
get
you
slept
mentioned the
on,
sum
but I
you
mean
you
that's
you mentioned you mentioned the summer league. So, that's an easy transition to, these rookies, these young boys that's doing their thing,
yeah.
right? Man, AJ,
Lot
Aaron
of talent
Peterson,
coming in the league, man.
are you ready to change your
Yeah,
story?
Caleb Wilson.
You ready to change the story
No,
now? Who gonna
not
be
the way
rookie of the
Caleb.
year?
Where here's the thing. I will say this here, Jason, and you
Talk
did
to me.
say it. I'm gonna have to give you credit. I'm gonna have to
I
give you
got some.
credit on
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Come.
Although I still think that the usage he'll have won't be high enough for him to be rookie of the year. But Darren Peterson is something different.
Every time
The brother is as
advertised.
advertised.
Hey man, every time I seen him, I said, "Oh, I can't wait to talk to Reg." Oh, man,
Yeah,
hey man, dude is
yeah,
he's a certified ball player. He's better than just score it. He's not just a shoot guy. Man, he checks a lot of boxes,
yeah.
man. Checks a lot of boxes.
Mhm.
Reg, I told you, man.
He does. He does.
Yeah,
He does. And like I said, I got I got an opportunity to personally see him play. Um, yeah, he has some little he has some little intricacies in his game the way he could just get to his spot. He's really crafty with
yeah,
the ball offensively, get into his spots, doing little things, little nuances and that sort of thing. Pro stuff. Pro
yeah,
stuff from a
yeah,
guy that's 19, 20 years old that plays the game like a pro. And I
yeah,
think that's something that, even myself sometimes I take for granted that the NBA game, the floor spacing is a lot more open. So it gives those guys an opportunity to operate a lot more that you just
yeah.
see them being kind of clogged up in the college game. I saw that from Debanza as well because I got an opportunity to see the Wizards and the Kings play because me and my wife
Okay.
went to see A Cup play. We're big A Cup fans, and the Banter is so special, and he gets to his spots. But the openness of the floor is the biggest thing that I think will be a a a key component to his game. Because if you watched him
Yeah.
at BYU, it's almost like he was herky jerky and clogged up all the time because teams just really, even though he's still hell
Zoned him up. Yeah.
average
Zoned him up.
25, damn near.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but in the NBA that won't be the case, and it's just like he's just free willing out there, man. He really look good. Caleb Wilson looked good, man, and I was really high on Caleb Wilson, um, and he was even quoted in the press conference that I think he might have hit 7 threes in one game, and probably shot more threes in that one game than he shot all year in North Carolina
Oh
because
yeah,
he
North
he said
Carolina.
it himself. That wasn't in the game plan. Yeah,
Yeah,
that wasn't in
yeah,
the game
yeah.
plan.
Well, Reg, and that make this be a reminder to some of the players out there. If a guy like that who
Yeah.
you see he can shoot it, that didn't just start today. I know
Hmm.
he's saying he's shooting so many shots. He
No.
said I read something. He said he's shooting 2,500 shots a day. You ain't shooting 2,500 shots a day. Not every day. You probably get it up one day, but you ain't doing that. But here's the deal. Where I'm going to is if you think that you are going to go to somebody's college and then play your game like you want to, and you're nowhere near Caleb Wilson,
Right.
you got
Right.
another thing coming. Like, yeah, your game will be
Right.
modified. Your game will be modified to fit what's going on there, right? Unless you're, the number one, number three kid, or two kid in the nation. But nah, man, I love we didn't even mention Boozer, right? Boozer's doing some really
Yeah.
good stuff too, which we all
But
expected
Jason,
it. So that's kind of that's
before we jump to Boozer, can I ask you something? Can I ask you this?
yeah.
Because I want to ask you this here, and you tell me because you're making a point. But I do want to ask you this: is that not a disservice to Caleb Wilson by the North Carolina coaching staff that somebody that shoots it that well, they didn't allow him to shoot it? Because again, like
Is
you
that a
said, you don't just shoot that well if you're not capable of shooting that well.
what? Help me. What's your question? Give me your question. Is it a
My
disservice?
question is, did North Carolina drop the ball on giving him an opportunity to play that way in college if he was capable of playing that way in college?
So I think with space, the game is a little bit different, and in the NBA, the space is different, like you just said. So
Yeah,
he with the zone stuff and all the things that they did, and then also too, Rich, I'm gonna be honest, it's probably good to show stuff later than show everything right now, right? Like
hmm
you put together a baseline of who you are, and not saying that he shouldn't have been able to shoot it, but to have the freedom that he got right now, nah, he probably didn't need that. He probably need that. Would that result? Would that relate to winning right now in terms of college ball? I don't know, but I don't think they would have. But to answer your question, man, everybody has to adjust their game in college. Everybody. Like these, we're gonna talk about the Razorbacks, I'm pretty sure at some point in this game, but it's
Right.
gonna be some stuff up there that guys did in high school that we got Darius Acuff, and we don't need you to do that
Right.
right now. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Cal
Right.
is the king of that. Like, hey, look,
Right.
this is the way that this team, this train is gonna go, and
Right.
everybody has to be in the right seat. You know what I'm saying? If people are fighting for
Right.
the same seat, if people are fighting for the scoring seat, and we don't have anybody on the rebounding defensive,
Yeah.
uh, play seat, then you end up with trouble. That's why Billy Richmond is so valuable, is because he can sit in multiple seats. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm. But here's what I'm saying, Jay. Here's where I'm going,
Okay.
and hear me out.
I know you're going, so that's
Here's
why I'm
where
trying
I'm
to
going.
get you to say it
Yeah.
clearly.
Yeah. Hear me out. If Caleb Wilson was given the opportunity to show just an inkling of the ability to shoot the way he's capable of shooting,
Yeah.
then he would been in the conversation for the number one pick. And if North Carolina was a disservice to him by not allowing him to do that, then you cost him millions of dollars. Because here's what I'm saying. If Caleb Wilson shoots, let's say 75 3-pointers on the season, and he makes 35 of them at a high clip, and he
Yeah.
scores 4 more points a game, at the way he's looking, at his size and his athletic ability and his KG like game, he's possibly your number one pick,
You're talking
not
about it
your
from,
number four pick.
yeah, you're talking about it from the standpoint of him. Yeah. Yeah. I
And
agree.
you win 4 or 5, 6 more games, and Hubert Davis
That's
don't
where
lose
I
his
don't
job.
that's well, the coach did get fired, so that is the thing. That is the thing. With their roster, shit, nah, he needed to shoot more. You right. He needs to
You get
shoot
what I'm
more.
saying? You
I'm
get what I'm
trying
saying,
look,
Jason?
I'm trying to find an argument so that we can, have some interest in the pod. I hate that we
Right.
agree with a lot of stuff, so I'm trying to find some. I'm like, shit, he did get fired.
He did get
Yeah,
fired. He lost his job.
he
You
needed to
win
shoot
five
more.
more games, you don't lose your job.
But Reg, though, listen, man, listen, and please understand this. I'm gonna give you a couple names. Cat wasn't able to do all the stuff he did in the league that he wasn't able to do stuff in Kentucky like he was when he got to the league. Anthony
Right.
Davis was a defensive stopper, right?
Yeah.
In college, and he scored maybe 12, 13 points a game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something like that in college.
Those guys
Listen.
played with other players that were better than them. There was nobody on North Carolina's roster that could hold a cup of tea to Caleb Wilson.
I think he playing out of his mind on some of this stuff, Reg. I don't know if he is good, Reg. I don't know if he is
He's
good.
hungry. He's
Yeah,
hungry.
yeah, yeah.
He's hungry.
Now
He's
that's the part that you can't measure. But and so I agree with you on that. You can't measure, but I don't think he's this good. I think he's got a really good stretch. He's feeling really, really good. He's feeling the breeze of, oh, y'all like me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can do this. I got freedom to do all this stuff. I think that's a really good feeling, and I think that has him playing a little bit out of his mind. I don't think he's this good.
okay. Okay.
I didn't say he wasn't good, but I don't think he's this
Right.
good. And don't be trying to hold this topic so long because we gonna talk about my boy Michael Brown. We gonna talk about
Yes,
him.
yes. And we're gonna talk
We
about
going
Darius Acuff. We're gonna talk about Malik Thomas. But
yeah, we gonna talk
we'll
about
start with
keep,
Michael Brown Jr. We'll start with Michael Brown Jr. I'm
and we're not
listening.
gonna be long. We're not gonna be long because we got a lot of stuff to talk about. To end it out. But
Yeah.
Rich, I told you. I
He
told you.
did some electric things. He did some
I
electric
told you.
things. He did.
Hey man, dude,
He did.
and he's a beautiful kid to play with. Um, his teammates love him, they respect him, and he's not just a chunker. He ain't just shooting
Yeah.
that ball just to shoot it. He's making the right play. Man, he made a
Right.
beautiful wraparound pass. And that was a laser to his
Yeah.
teammate. Those type things, they start a winning culture, and it's not just me ball.
Yeah. Yeah. And they
Dude,
smacked the Kings too.
any
They
other year
smacked
he
the
would have been
Kings too.
any other year he would have been the top pick or one or two pick, something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, that good. He that good to me.
And that just shows you how deep the draft is. Um,
Yeah.
I got an opportunity to see Darius A. Cup twice. I will say this: offensively, the sky's the limit. I'm a fan of Darius A. Cup, but I have to see a better effort when it comes to staying locked in, being locked in and engaged defensively, because you could just see it. I mean, it's one thing to be a fan and just like to see a kid, like to see a player play or whatever. But when you
Yeah.
just see defensive lapses and you see situations that as from a basketball mind and a basketball player, because you're saying, okay, he should rotate over there. He should probably rotate down. He
Yeah.
should
Yeah.
probably squeeze this, so forth and so on.
Yeah.
And when you see those
He's
things and you're thinking
he,
that, and then he
yeah.
don't do it,
Yeah.
it's like, and it's an effort thing, because here's the thing about it: he'll come down two or three possessions in a row, get on his man, fight through the pick and roll, do what everything he needs to do, and then two or three plays later, he won't even get back on defense, and that's just not a good look. My thing
Yeah.
is this here: I think he's gonna have to work hard on pacing himself, because the Kings will need
Hold
him to
on.
score.
What you mean pacing yourself? He's 19 years
Listen,
old.
listen to what listen to what I'm saying, Jay. Listen to what I'm saying.
Man, help me, because
Pacing
you
him.
be caping.
Listen to what I'm saying. NBA players do it all the time. I'm saying pacing himself on offense, because there's plenty of times when the point guard just goes to the corner and stand when they're running the action
Hmm.
for somebody else.
Okay, I
That's
get
when you
that.
need to be rested. That's when you need to be resting, so you can give ultimate effort when it comes to getting back down on the defensive end, is what I'm saying. I'm saying learning the NBA game like the NBA vets do, because if you watch an NBA game, which I watch a lot of NBA games, even the star player is going to take a play or two off. And I'm not saying just completely quit. I'm just saying they're going to go sit in the corner and they're going to run an action through somebody else. So that
Hmm.
particular 24 seconds, you take a time to get yourself together. That way you can always give ultimate effort on the other end. And that's the thing that I have some question marks about in watching some of the summer league stuff. He was a little bit less efficient than he was all year at Arkansas, and those are some things that he definitely can clean up, because he'll be playing with better players. He'll be playing with
Yeah.
Zach LaVine. He'll be playing with Sabonis. He'll be playing with
Yeah.
Keegan Murray. He'll be playing with Precious Achua. Guys like that. So that particular part, you'll clean up some of that, but he's going to have a little bit more attention to detail when it comes to being on the defensive end. He's just going to
So,
have to, or he's going to stand
so,
out like a sore thumb.
so you said all that
Yeah,
about your guy, and
about
all I'm
my
gonna
guy.
say, Red,
And we've already made
and
plans to
I,
go see him in
and
Sacramento.
and all I'm gonna say is, you're right. Star players, you're right in terms of guys that score the ball a lot. But
Yeah,
rookies don't get that pass. Rookies don't get that pass. That has a lot to do with me in terms of how much I like a player or not, because you can see some of that stuff. Like you said, it is glaring. It's glaring that you can
it's
see, man.
glaring.
He
Mhm.
doesn't guard. He doesn't guard. The guy cuts through, cuts across your face. You don't chuck him, or you don't. Some of those things. And so that's the player over time, that if you're not continuously growing, and you once you start to go this way in terms of your scoring, man, they're gonna get you out of there. Yeah, they're gonna get you out of there. And so that's what I don't want for him. And so some of those care. If you hear me say, like, man, I can tell he care. He really, really care. That means he's gonna
Yeah,
do whatever he need to do. He gonna do
right,
whatever he need to do to be successful. And that's on the offensive end
right.
and the defensive end. You see what I'm saying? And so some of that stuff with
I
A
think
Cup
it's
is
the I
like,
think it's a thing of effort. It's a thing
yeah,
of
yeah.
effort.
Some of the
It's
stuff,
gonna
some of
have
that
to be.
stuff for him is kind of red flaggish. But now,
Yeah,
man, Michael Brown guard every possession. But
yeah. Throw that
Ke-
in there.
Keaton Wagler, and then we can move forward to our next topic.
Wagler
Keaton Wagler,
struggled, Jay.
I saw that first game. I said, "Ooh wee,
Yeah,
ooh wee." And
Yeah.
so me and one of my boys were talking about it. Matter of fact, I think it might have been both of them, Jacob and Joshua.
Right.
We're talking about it of like he looked like the kid that is good at his school,
Hmm.
and then when they go to the big school and the big thing, they're kind of like, oh my God, what have I got myself into? That first
Yeah.
game, Reg, he just passed the ball on the perimeter. Those guys, you could tell they saw it in his eyes that, oh, he's scared. Oh, he's scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the kid name? What's
He,
the kid name? He's a rookie that's at Houston. He played for Houston. He's with A Cuff now at Sacramento.
Emmanuel Sharp. Emmanuel
Oh
Sharp
my God. He was trying to
took
drown
his
him.
lunch. Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
trying to drown him.
Yeah.
He was trying to drown.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to look up. I saw A Cuff trying to guard him. I said, oh
Hmm.
man, he's just the cat this catch was gonna try to punk today. Right. And
Yeah.
so I just it scared me because I'm like, this is not gonna be good for that kid because the LA Clippers need him to be good. And if you got behind you A Cuff and Michael Brown that you could have
Yeah.
picked,
Yeah.
he's gonna feel a lot of energy towards that.
Yeah.
He's gonna feel a lot of
In a
energy.
big in a big market. Because I'm gonna tell you like this
The
here.
the biggest the biggest
I
market.
literally sat next to a Clipper fan and had this exact same conversation that we're having right now. And
Yeah,
they were like, I don't see how the Clippers pass on Acuff and Michael Brown. I mean, I don't see how they pick Wagler before those two. I will say this here,
yeah,
Jason, in Wagler's defense, two things. One, he played a lot better in game two.
yeah.
Uh, uh, the first game, he just got roughed up, and the physicality, the speed, and everything. He was just like a deer in headlights. He just
Mm-hmm.
never could figure it out. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the physicality of the game just overwhelmed him to the point where he
Mm-hmm.
just was just out there. Second game, he played a lot better. He picked his spots, so forth and so on. The thing that's going to help him in year one is that the Clippers will probably play him off of the ball. Him and Garland will play a lot together.
Yeah,
So there'll be some opportunities where he'll be on the ball, but he'll get a lot of opportunities to play off the ball. So he won't be the primary ball handler. A Cup's gonna get the ball day one.
yeah,
Michael Brown's gonna get
yeah,
the ball day one.
yeah.
Kingston Fleming's gonna get the ball day one. Wagler won't have to get the ball day one and be your primary ball handler and run your actions and your sets and that sort of thing. He'll get
That's
an
good stuff,
opportunity
Reg.
to learn. You get what
That's
I'm
a that's
saying?
a that's a great point. Now I was going to come with this. He is primary example of he has multiple skill sets, right? He
He
has
does.
multiple
He
talents.
shoots it well.
He's not going to be able to, like you said, play on the ball at this level.
Right.
Grown men, and so, but he also has another skill that will keep him going. I said this on the previous pod. He has
Yeah.
another skill that'll keep him going that he can have success at until he gets that other superpower to meet where it needs to be.
Right.
I still think he's going to be a hell of a player. You just got to be careful with confidence because
Yeah.
I seen a look in his eyes where I was like, "Oh, this could be bad,
Right.
right?" But
Right.
the second game, game two, that he was primarily off the ball. He was everything you
Right.
saw him have success with. He was catch and shoot, make
Right.
quick decisions, knock the shot down,
Yeah.
and that's what I preach to a lot of kids, man. You gotta be able to do multiple things. Even when that ball ain't falling, you got to be able to do something else. And so in his case, they were seeing was he going to be handing the ball to you and you just do your Stephen Curry thing, but he's
Yeah.
not. He's not ready for that. He's not ready for that.
So Jason, is he so unathletic that that's going to be his Achilles heel the whole time? Is he going to be Kyle Anderson or is he going to be Tyrese Halliburton?
No, I think he's going to be probably in the middle of that because he's what he is he's not strong, right?
Yeah.
And his body can. We talked about the Nas and Archie thing over time, Nas's body type was just going to keep pounding Paul's Archie to where
Yeah.
eventually it was going to get. Archie's not the biggest guy in the world, but
Right. Right.
the Nas body type, you know what I'm saying? And going back to what we're talking about, Keaton Wagler doesn't have a body type that's going to allow him to deal with the physicality of it.
Yeah.
Over time, he's going to get it, but right
Right.
now, he's not ready. He's just not. You can
And
see
he's
it. He's just
crafty,
not.
man.
He's
He's
nowhere near
crafty
ready.
enough. He's
Yeah,
he's crafty enough to he has some little things where he gets some separation, some shot
Hmm.
creation things that he does, a back step, a step back. He does a smooth little thing where he spins off and steps back. You know what I'm saying, to
Yeah,
get some separation and some other things. So he's real crafty with that. And I mean, he's 6'5", 6'6", so he has some size about him. Like I said, I'm rooting for him, but right now the jury's still out, in my
yeah.
opinion, just based on the physical part of the game. But in his defense, he will get an opportunity this year to play off the ball. He won't have to be necessarily on the ball,
He just can't
if
lose
that
his
makes sense.
confidence. Yeah, he just
Yeah,
can't lose his confidence. He has to stay.
yeah,
Their team has to do a really good job of keeping him engaged, keeping him going, because he still has a bigger high side, a bigger ceiling than I think even Michael Brown. He still has a bigger
right.
ceiling than the Darius A. Cuff, in my opinion. But in terms of right now, he's he's not going to be able to do it because he's not physically ready to do it. But when those
And
things
the
start to
Clippers have
catch
made an
up,
investment.
yeah, when those things start to catch up, watch
Yeah,
out. Watch
yeah,
out.
absolutely. And the Clippers made an investment, so
Yeah.
that's one of them things that he's going to get an opportunity and some time to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I hope he doesn't
Hopefully.
turn into
Hopefully.
Scoot
Hopefully.
Henderson. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, he had a good
I
year
think,
last year. That's yeah. That's
yeah,
not
but
necessarily a great
they also brought in Ja Morant, Jason.
shit because you got Ja for a quarter. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
You
that
bring
makes
in.
sense too.
I got an answer
So
for
you
you.
got
Yeah.
it
You're
for a
right. They did.
quarter.
I got it for a
You got it
quarter.
for a
I got it.
12 pack.
I got it for a quarter on the dollar. Yes. Yes. They did. Yes, they did. You're exactly right. They
Yeah.
did.
2026 steal of the draft, Jason. An Arkansas Razorback by the name
Hmm.
of Malik Thomas.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I thought she was asking the question. Yeah, nah, yeah, that's right. That's right. I think so.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've been impressed with him. I didn't get a chance to go see him play, but I did get an opportunity to watch him twice while I was out in Vegas. And I
Yep.
mean, I want to say he's leading the summer league in scoring. I mean, we
Reg,
all knew he could score. He's wired to score.
yeah, that ain't Reg. I think he's still in the draft. You're right. But Reg, he ain't gonna get them shots like that. He ain't getting them looks. You think he
Jay,
gonna tell Donovan Mitchell to go to the corner, man?
wait, Jason. Hold on.
Hold
Let's
on,
let's
bruh.
walk
You
this
talking
down.
about? I'm talking. I'm
Let's walk
listening.
this down. Let's walk this down. Malik's not gonna start. Malik's
Correct.
gonna be a he's gonna be a rotation player
I
in
thought you
year
was gonna say
one.
6 man. I'm like, wait a minute now.
No. He's gonna be a rotation player in year one. They
Okay.
are experimenting with him, playing some point. He looks pretty solid, playing some point guard position. He'll get an opportunity with that second unit to get 8 shots. He makes 4 of 8 shots. That's a pretty good clip. And then you have 1 or 2 games where you get 12 to 14 shots and you get hot. Who's to say what's gonna happen? Or you get 1 or 2 opportunities where you got guys that's resting and that sort of thing. I just I like his position in Cleveland. That's if
Yeah.
some other things don't happen. Because if some
If
other things
Bron,
happen,
if
then he could
Bron go,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. If Bron go, nigga ain't getting no shots.
He ain't getting no shots.
F them
He ain't
picks.
getting no shots because Bronny liable to be over there, and hell, he might be in the G League for 72 games.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come
You
on.
know
It
what I'm
is what it
saying?
is. It is what it
So
is. It is
so
what it is.
so I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing out of Malik and Trevor Brazil, two former Hogs that look like they're going not. I mean, both of them signed contracts, multi-year contracts. When I say at least 2 to 3 year
Good.
contracts, so they'll be in the league.
Good.
They proven their worth, and that's a good thing for a second round pick to go ahead before summer league's over and have a signed sealed contract. That's
Yeah,
pretty
two,
big
three
deal.
year deal. Yeah, no, it is right. It makes it a lot easier to swallow leaving early and not being a
There
first
you go.
round draft pick because that's the scary part is when you don't know if you got guaranteed money, right?
There you go. We
But
brought it
but
up, Jay.
Malik
We might
time,
as well talk
Malik
about
ain't but Malik ain't gonna get all them shots though. So he got to figure out something else he can do.
it.
You got to
Okay,
do something
okay.
else too.
He's
Yeah,
wired to score, Jay. I mean, some people are just wired to score.
I got you. Now when Donovan Mitchell out there, swing that. Look, swing, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
swing that,
Come off of
young
that.
fella, young fella.
Yeah,
You got to swing that one,
I'm
young
all for that.
fella.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Well, we segue to that, man. I mean, we talked a little bit about it. I mean, uh, the LeBron James sweepstake. What's your
Yep.
thought on that, Jake? I got my feelings on that, and you know, I'm a LeBron fan all the way. People ask me all the time, who do you root for in the NBA? And I tell them
What
every time
team?
I'm
LeBron.
what team? They say what
Yeah.
team, and I tell them I'm a
Yeah.
LeBron fan. I'm a LeBron fan.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. And that's where,
Yeah,
that's the part that hurts this show. I think we agree on so many things because I'm a LeBron fan too.
yeah,
The successful things is people arguing and all that stuff. But a lot of times when it's all, when it is what it is, we agree with
yeah.
it. Sometimes I'll try to find a different way of arguing the situation just to make it interesting.
Right.
But
So
nah,
you want
man.
us to be on here arguing like Kenyon Martin and mechanics?
No, 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 no. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Right,
Nah,
right.
you get what I'm saying. Just being
Yeah,
able
yeah, yeah.
to
Some
argue both
difference of
sides.
opinion.
Yeah, argue both sides, being able to communicate different ways. So some of the stuff we
Yeah,
talk about on here, I might feel away, but just for entertainment purposes, we're gonna try to
yeah,
figure out a way to talk to it different angles. But
right.
LeBron, man, yeah, he's that. But man, I don't know what I want. It's one days I want him to go to Golden State, because that's the place where it's like shit. That would be so beautiful to watch with them on the floor together, seeing high level basketball show itself on the floor. Even with, and we say Steph and LeBron, but even Draymond, that's three crazy basketball minds, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Then you got Miami, and you go to Miami, Reg, you ain't got to do none of that big stuff. You can just get back to being a guard. You can be a wing now, because you
Yeah.
got your four, your five, and your backup 4 or 5s, right? With Bobby Portis. And so now
Yes.
you can just, I know they got some situations with money. They have to figure out how to get, salaries to pay players, and right now they got to fill their roster. And I'm hearing that their dollars are low, so they got to go out and get,
Yeah,
vet minimums. But
yeah.
if you can get a LeBron, if you can get a Bradley Beal, um,
You need a
who
couple
else is
shooters.
that?
You
Yeah,
need a
you go
couple
out and
shooters.
you gotta
Because
get some guys
here's
like
what I
that.
see the lineup. I see the lineup being Davion Mitchell, LeBron, Giannis, and Bam,
Yeah,
and a shooter, whomever
yep.
that shooter may be. It could be a Bradley Beal.
And
I don't have a
Damian
problem with that
Mitchell's not.
lineup.
He's not a shooter like that though.
He's a point
Davian
guard. He's gonna
Mitchell.
be your point
Yeah,
guard.
yeah, he's a
He's
defender.
gonna be
He's
your
not a scorer like that.
he's Davion Mitchell can get buckets. He can get buckets. I'm not
Okay.
saying he's a bona fide scorer, but he can get buckets. He can break his man
Yeah,
down, and not only break his man down, he gonna take his man's head off on the defensive end,
yeah. Now that's what
and
he's known for. That's his superpower.
that'll help LeBron as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That'll
yeah,
help LeBron
yeah.
as well
So
because
so
LeBron's not the
so
best defender anymore.
Well, now, and he can do the stuff that you were talking about. A Cup does from time to time, which is I'm
Yes,
pushing back on and saying, no, you cannot do that as A Cup. That doesn't make any sense. That limits your game. You have an expiration date on your game if you come
yeah,
in with that. LeBron has earned that to where people can play
absolutely,
around him, right? And so now back to
absolutely.
LeBron, like that's God, man, that's Golden State. Miami, and then when they got the Jalen Brown trade to Philly,
Yeah,
ooh, right? So I know I'm not interested in seeing him go back to Cleveland. That's not what I want to see. I don't want to see
no,
Minnesota. I don't want to see
no.
Minnesota, but I go back and forth with those three. I don't even know what to say. Like this would be my favorite because I'd be like, damn, but I miss him playing for Philly. And if you go to Philly, you're like, damn, I miss him playing for Curry, right? So
I don't see LeBron and Jalen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, and MB being a good fit. I see the best
and
fit as
VJ
being in
Escom.
Miami and Edgecombe. That's what I'm saying. I don't see
That's a
that being a good
lot.
fit. I think he just gets in the way of some stuff that they could probably do special. The Sixers could do some special stuff
But he's
next
trying to
year.
win though. He's
With
trying to win though. So he can facilitate and let Maxi do his thing.
mm,
You see what I'm saying? It fits. You can make
no,
it fit. Yeah, you can make
I
it
don't
fit
know.
because LeBron is
No, because
interchangeable.
the ball's going for the majority of the time. The balls for that team, in my opinion, the ball's gonna need to be in Jalen Brown or Tyrese Maxey's hands the majority of the time, and then whenever uh Embiid is healthy, let him cook. I don't
Mhm.
see it. I don't see LeBron fitting into that mix, bro. That's gonna
Well,
stunt Edgecomb's growth.
yeah,
Definitely gonna
yeah.
stunt Edgecomb's growth.
Yeah, but some it's casualties of war. It's casualties of war. You ain't
Yeah,
won in 50 plus
yeah,
years or however long.
that's real.
You look at the Maxi situation, man, you get out and run. You get out and do your thing. We got who else they got over there? Jalen Brown, they get up and down the floor, right? A lot of
Yeah,
times if I'm LeBron, if LeBron and Embiid, hey man, we're gonna rebound it, get it to y'all in the outlet, y'all run, right? This is gonna be
yeah,
our 24 seconds to break. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We know y'all finna shoot the basketball. So now that gives LeBron the chance to rebound, get the ball up the floor, they run, they finish, and then when it's playoff time, shit, in the game slow down, man, you put the ball in LeBron's hands and let him
Yeah. As
facilitate, right? And then
as
with
much as I
Embiid,
like
that's
LeBron, I
that's
think he
crazy.
clogs that situation up. He clogs it up because Jalen Brown can downhill drive. I don't think he'll shoot as
Mhm.
many threes as he used to shoot in Boston because Boston, that's all they want to do is shoot threes. Jalen Brown is a put my shoulder on you. I'm gonna get to the rack, run through you type of player. Maxi can do both.
Yep.
Edgecomb's gonna get downhill.
Yep.
MB's gonna be a bully. So I think LeBron clogs that thing up. I think the best situation for LeBron for two things to give him an opportunity to go somewhere where he played before and possibly make a playoff run is with the Miami Heat, where he could be the third fiddle. You put you two good
She
shooters,
said
get you a
fiddle.
dunk. Yeah, be the third fiddle. Get you two good shooters, get you a Duncan Robinson and a Bradley Beal
Yeah.
and a few, you know what I'm saying, and a few bench players, so forth and so on. You got a really, really good roster with
Yeah.
with Giannis and Bam and Bobby, LeBron, Bradley Beal, Duncan Robinson shooting the peel off that thing. You could do some things with that lineup, Jay. In my opinion,
Yeah.
in my opinion,
Yeah.
if that's
And
if that's
Giannis,
the route they
Giannis
go,
is
but
a
they
pure
definitely got to get two
Giannis is a
shooters.
pure dog. Yeah, Giannis is a pure
Yes,
dog, right? So
two
that's who you
dogs. Bam is a
if
dog.
yeah, and that's what I want to play with. So I ain't gotta have a great night for us to win, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna carry us, and
yeah,
you're not a gimmicky carrier. Giannis is gonna get his, and he's gonna get his efficiently, right? So again,
right.
that's why I say, man, I'm stuck between those three, man. I just don't want it to be Cleveland, and I don't want to look
Yeah,
up and it be somewhere like Minnesota, which I don't think that's the case. I'd love to
I
see
don't.
him in San Antonio as well.
Yeah,
That'd be
I don't.
good.
I don't see the Golden State thing happening either, for the simple fact
Yeah,
that I think that they were trying to work on something to where AD would come with them as
yeah,
well. They don't look as sexy without AD with that bunch, in
yeah.
my opinion.
That's real.
In, in,
That's
in,
real.
in my opinion, that's not a winning. That's not a winning formula. It'll look good in
Yeah, in
spurts.
moments.
They'll
Yeah,
win some
it'll look special.
games.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll look good in spurts. They'll win some games, but long term, as far as trying to make a playoff run, unless LeBron just wanted a farewell tour. If you want a farewell tour, go to Miami, have a chance to win, go somewhere where you won the championship, have a farewell tour with them. But we don't know all of the ins and outs on his exit from Miami. So even though,
yeah,
here's the thing about it, LeBron is a very, very um crafty person when it comes to free agency and what I'm doing, so forth and so on. We don't know how that situation, he left that situation in the end. Rumors
yeah.
were there was some rocket things at the end, so forth and so on. We don't even know that he welcomed back there. We don't know that Pat Riley won't do back up in
No,
there.
we
Let's
do.
just
We
be
do.
honest.
Pat said it. Pat said it. He said we landed the
Okay,
plane with Giannis, and then he said, now we got to go land another plane. You saying that's him
maybe
talking
I
about
missed that.
LeBron? Yeah, yeah.
Okay, maybe I
No,
missed that.
Pat was doing an interview. Pat Riley was doing an interview, and he said that was the terminology. They landed the plane with Giannis, like they got Giannis, and he said now we got to go land the other plane, and so he's talking about with that being LeBron. So
You you know you know the
Miami would love him back.
okay, okay, but that's good to hear. You know the
Yeah,
thing about that particular trade that I'm intrigued to see
talk to him.
is the opportunity for Kalel Ware to really,
Yeah,
really get an opportunity to be
to
a
play.
focal point on a team.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and have an opportunity to blossom into a all-star caliber player because he has the talent to do so.
Man, it's his time. He can decide
Yeah,
now whether he's going to be a star or he's just going to be a
yeah.
big that played in the league,
Just a
for a
big
number of years.
that plays in the
Yeah, that
NBA.
was athletic
Is he
that
gonna
played
be
in the league for a
DeAndre
couple
Ayton?
of years. Yeah, but he has a chance. This could be his chance to be a $200, and I ain't count nobody pockets. But this is his chance to be a star because he's gonna have
Yeah,
the opportunity to be showcased, right? And if he can put the shit together.
absolutely.
Man, ooh wee, it'll be beautiful because he has only thing he has is the Brandon Burris kid,
Yeah,
the rookie, right?
Tyler
And then
Hero.
well, yeah, but Hero is not a he's not he's a finisher. He's not a creator, so he's not gonna have the ball in his hand a lot.
Right,
It's gonna be in the rookie
right.
hands, and even you can run the offense through Khalil because he's a
Yeah,
willing passer.
it's no reason why Khalil shouldn't be 20-10.
Yeah,
It's no
that's real.
reason why he shouldn't be 20-10.
That's
20
real.
and 10 is the low end. I'm I'm challenging Khalil Ware. 20-10 is the low
Yeah,
end with the opportunity that you're having. Because you weren't going to get that opportunity in Miami
in
with
Miami. That's
Bam.
right.
And you just weren't gonna get that opportunity. As even though they drafted you high, so forth and so on, you weren't gonna get that opportunity with the roster makeup. This particular
Hmm.
roster makeup is gonna give you an opportunity to be an all-star. Hopefully you can take advantage of it.
Yeah, that sounds good. 20 is a lot NBA wise. I think sometimes we don't put respect on what 20 is, but I hear you. I'd say something close to that. I wish the best for him. I hope he go up there and go kill it
Right.
and
So
be
who you saying for LeBron? Who you saying for LeBron?
consistently kill it is what I mean. Not just a game
Yes.
because he gonna have one of
Yes.
them games where you're like, damn, he gets score 30 and 15 rebounds. What I'm saying
That's correct.
consistently 18, 12, just that be the numbers. Who do I think for LeBron, man? It's hard, bro. Those three, I'm telling you, those three get me. Um, Miami, Miami.
Yeah. I like that. I would like to see it
Man,
go back to
we
Miami.
agreeing again. Nah, I don't forget Miami.
Philly. Philly.
Philly, yeah, Philly, yeah, man. For all the stuff I said before, you tripping about Miami, man. Nah, they ain't
Oh
got enough
shucks,
pieces. Bradley
Philly.
Beal ain't. Yeah,
Yeah.
Philly is gonna be it, bro. Philly,
Yeah.
I'm riding with that.
Philly.
I'm changing for real. I'm changing for
Well,
real. Yeah, Philly,
I'm going
cause
with Miami, with them picking up Brad Beal and maybe have somebody like Duncan Robinson and
yeah,
a couple of reserves and just roll with that team and see what they're gonna do.
gonna get some shooters
Last but
with them.
not
Yep,
least, last but not least, Jay, we got to talk about them Hogs.
yep. What's up with it?
So they got a commitment. They got a commitment from Davion Thompson. Well, they got a commitment from the big kid, Caleb Arrigo. A couple of days ago, he finally decided that he was going to be a Hog, about a
Yeah,
6'10", 6'11" guy. Um, Planning on reclassing to the 2026 class.
damn.
I mean,
I didn't know he was reclassing too.
yeah, they talking about him reclassing too. So we're talking about two guys, him and Davion Thompson, which Davion Thompson uh, announced on his Instagram today that he was
Yeah.
reclassing. I think he finished up Peach Jam. They got knocked off by Brad Beal Elite,
Mm.
and I think that he went on and announced that he's reclassing. So I'm assuming it makes me. I think it may be too late as far as the second semester. He probably won't get an opportunity to go on the tour that the team is going on. Probably just going to report in August when they go back in the fall. And
Hmm.
the Caleb Arrigo kid, I'm assuming they're still playing. He's playing with the New York Rens, EYBL. They're out in South Carolina right now, so he's still playing. That's
Yeah.
interesting that they would play this late, knowing that they're gonna reclass. You know what I'm saying? I
Well,
find that kind of odd
you wanna fulfill your agreement with your guys.
commitment.
I'm pretty
That's
yeah,
real.
I'm pretty sure a lot of those guys they probably been playing with for a number of years, and this is their
Yeah,
time to go out EYBL.
yeah,
Is this is their time to go
yeah.
out Peach Jam, try to go win a Peach Jam championship. That's a big thing to programs and
Right,
kids that are in it. So I get it in terms of holding off because if you say you're going and now you officially have to leave, now you're leaving your
right,
guys out to dry. You see what I'm saying?
right. Well, he ran into a buzzsaw twice. Ran into that Brad Bill elite team and
Yeah.
ran into the probably the number one player in the country, regardless of class, in Beckham Black. Have you seen him play, Jason?
Man, and he play with a chip. And he mean
Oh
now.
man,
And he mean now. Like early, you could see he was good, but now he mean. And there it is. That
yeah,
now he's a superstar.
yeah,
Yeah.
right, right. There's nothing you can do with me. I've been
Yeah.
saying it, but now I'm about to show you. There's
Yeah.
nothing you
And you
can do
can
with me.
and I'm saying it and you still can't do nothing about it.
Oh my God! So what does that backcourt look like? Because Cal's recruiting him heavily. I think Coach Musselman's recruiting him heavily. Duke's
Hmm.
recruiting him heavily. I mean, he has a relationship with Coach Musselman because his brother played for him. Duke's Duke, and then,
Hmm.
Cal. He has his reputation of combo guards, just really allowing them to be who they are.
Yeah.
What does the backcourt of Davion Thompson and Beckham Black look like?
I got to see more of Davion Thompson, to be honest.
Yeah,
I size wise, I wasn't impressed with that because been up
he's
close,
smaller than you think.
yeah, I've been up close personal with Beckham, so kind of got a feel for his size. And Beckham
Yeah,
was a lot bigger than this kid. So I gotta see it with him, on the college level, you know what I'm saying? Because
yeah,
man, just seeing it, because watching Big Ten is like, man, these guys are big. And you're not just gonna
yeah,
come in and think that skill alone is gonna do it. Man, you gotta be able to deal with some physicality.
yeah. I agree. I agree. I agree. I thought he was a little bigger than what he was. They had some different publications that listed him at
Especially when you're talking about,
6'3".
especially when you're talking about reclassing them up, right?
Yeah,
Especially when you're talking about that. Now
yeah,
you got to get the big guy stuff early. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm interested. I'm interested to see, Reg, how this is all handled because Cal got a lot of talent up there, a lot of mouths to
yeah.
feed, right?
And
It's a lot of mouths to
this year
feed.
he can definitely go. He can go deep. He can go deep. He can go 10 deep with talent. 10 deep with
Yeah,
talent.
yeah,
And he's not
yeah.
known to
So
play 10, but he can go 10 deep with talent.
he did back in that year we had the twins and guys came back a year. He did the five and five, five on and five off. That was the only
Yeah,
time I seen it done, and it do be done with some success. With this,
yeah,
I'm really intrigued to see how he's gonna play this out. It's 4 or 5 5 stars up there that I'm pretty sure we're
yeah,
expecting to do a thing. And now with all this stuff, you talked about seats earlier on, some of them ain't gonna have that seat, that
yeah.
scoring seat or that it's about me seat. Like we talked about Khalil where he's gonna have
Right.
the opportunity to be a showcase player. I think that's gonna be a Jordan Smith Jr. Mika thing in
Yeah,
terms of the showcase. And then a lot
yeah.
of the slack is gonna get taken up by Billy, with all the stuff that he does. So
Hmm.
after that, you know, you know what I'm
Jeremiah
saying? What
Wilkerson.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm
Jeremiah
saying after
Wilkerson,
that, after that,
Abdul
what's
Torre.
left? Yeah, what's left
Yeah.
in terms of
Okay, I see what you're saying.
showcaseness?
I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
what's
I see what
left
you're
in
saying.
terms of
Everybody else
showcaseness?
becomes a role player.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
really
yeah,
really really defined roles.
yeah, yeah. Man, in
Hmm.
terms of talent, they got enough talent to make it all happen in my eyes. Now, I hadn't seen
Yeah.
Michigan up close. I hadn't seen UConn, some of the guys that are perceived to be contenders, but
Right.
it's going to be interesting looking at it from the standpoint of your kids and then the next steps, what you were planning on being next year. Are you
Right.
considered now one and done, or is this now I got to be 2, 3, 4 years? You know what I'm saying? All that type stuff that, there's what's the guy Knox? Is it Kevin Knox or Carter Knox? Carter Knox
Carter Knox.
that just transferred, right, to Louisville,
Yeah.
right?
To transfer to Louisville. Yep.
That's because the talent came in and they kind of pushed him, out the way.
Push him on out the door. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so man, you gotta be really smart when
Boogie
you're picking these
Fland.
schools. Yeah, yeah,
Boogie
and
Fland.
because
He.
he was perceived a pro. Now he's not.
Yeah.
Now he's not.
That's real.
So I'm interested to
That's
see how
real.
Cal is going to manage, just people, manage the things, and then how it's going to turn out.
Give me your top 8, just off the top of your head.
George Smith Jr. not the new guy. What's the transfer that came in from? He's already in college from Georgia. What's his name?
Jeremiah Wilkerson.
Jeremiah Wilkinson at two, or flip flop those two one way or the other. I think Billy Gold is the three. Um, I think Mika plays the four, and then you got one of those bigs to step in and play the big. After that, you got to have another big for sure in there.
That's
Um,
6.
um, Abdul Toure, right? I think
That's 7.
uh, he's gonna play a lot.
Abdul Toure
You,
is going to surprise a lot of people
I
with his
absolutely
ability.
know so. Absolutely know so of
Yeah.
that. It's gonna be hard to pick that eight. I want you can easily say JJ, but every clip I've seen, I see him playing closer towards the basket. So it leads me to
Yeah.
believe he's probably playing a four. And so
Small ball
now if
4. Small ball
and
4.
if and it, but is that his role? You know what I'm saying? And so now what does that look like? Right?
Yeah.
So it's hard to say who that eighth, in my opinion, is going to be. It's If I had to say, it'd probably be JJ right there.
Okay.
But go ahead, I'm listening to you. You're the hog
Where's
expert.
I like Wilkerson, Jordan Smith Jr.,
Hmm.
Billy, Mika, and Cooper Bowser as your
Yeah. So
starting five day
sound like we
one.
got the same
If
five.
we
Sound
were
like
to
we got the
play
same five.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
yeah, if we were to play tomorrow, six man would be Abdul Torre.
Yeah.
I mean, he's gonna be your first guy off the bench. He's gonna guard. He's athletic as all get out, and he can shoot it better than people think.
Hmm.
He's gonna be that first guy off the bench, in my opinion.
He can play the two, three, or
Uh,
four.
he can play the 2, 3, or 4.
Yeah.
I like the Thompson kid to be in the 3 guard rotation some kind of way. I think he's just that good of a ball handler, and we would be one injury away from playing somebody like him, if that makes sense. Um, and then the Arrigo kid, which is the recent commitment, 6'10" big. I think he's physical enough to where him and Bowser can really flip flop. And then I like JJ. And I've seen some really promising things out of the Paulo Samito kid. And I've seen a few clips or whatever. And in a pinch, he could help us. But we forget about the kid from Russia, Jay. We forget about the kid from Russia. Did we lose Jason again? I think we might have lost Jason. Show 2 in a row. He can't keep his phone together. But yeah, with that being said, y'all, I gave y'all my lineup. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off since Jason just decided to sign off. I don't know when somebody took his phone or something, but I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. This is the JayNReg podcast signing off again. Peace.